The shopping mall, crowded, loud, normal. Evan Brooks, 34, single dad, holding his 7-year-old daughter, Mia, waiting to buy ice cream. Same floor, same moment. Lila Thornton, powerful CEO, walking with her 6-year-old daughter, Aria. Birthday shopping, suddenly. Gunshots, screaming, running, chaos. A shooter, targeting Aria, revenge for a recent lawsuit against Lila. Lila froze, paralyzed, couldn't react. Evan was close, dropped his bags. No thought, pure instinct. He lunged forward, grabbed Aria, turned his back to shield her. The bullet hit his shoulder. Blood spread across his shirt. Evan whispered through breaking breath, "You're safe, kid." Freeze moment. Lila watched this happen, and her entire world collapsed. A stranger just took a bullet for her daughter. 3 hours earlier, Evan Brooks woke up at 5 a.m., like always, 2 jobs, delivery driver by day, security guard by night. His daughter Mia was everything, and everything cost money he didn't have. He made breakfast, scrambled eggs, toast. "Morning, princess." Mia bounced in, 7 years old, bright smile. "Can we get ice cream today?" Evan smiled, tired but genuine. "If you finish your homework." "Already done." "Then yes," she hugged him. "Best dad ever." Evan's chest tightened. If only she knew how hard he tried. His wife died 3 years ago. Car accident. They were arguing about bills. Evan was driving, looked away for 1 second. The other car hit the passenger side. She died instantly. He walked away with scratches. The guilt never left. He couldn't save her, the person he loved most. So now he tried to save everyone else. Help strangers, stop fights, give to the homeless. Maybe the guilt would fade, it never did, but he kept trying. Lila Thornton's morning was different. Penthouse, 23rd floor, city view. At 36, she ran a billion-dollar tech empire, built from nothing. People respected her, feared her, but nobody knew her. Her daughter Aria was 6, quiet, shy, too gentle for this world. "Mommy, do I have to go shopping?" Lila knelt down. "It's your birthday next week. Pick your own present." "I just want to stay home with you." Lila's heart ached. "Then we'll make it quick, just you and me." "No bodyguards?" "No bodyguards." Aria's face lit up. Lila made a mistake that day, dismissed security. She wanted one normal afternoon, just a mom and daughter. That decision would change everything. At the mall, Evan and Mia walked hand in hand. She chattered constantly. School, friends, ice cream. Evan listened. Really listened. These moments were everything. They reached the ice cream shop. People in line ahead. Mia tugged his hand. "Daddy, look, that girl is pretty." A little girl with dark curls, her mother stunning in designer clothes. Aria and Lila, though Evan didn't know their names yet. Mia waved, friendly. Aria hid behind her mother. "She's scared," Mia whispered. "Some kids are shy. That's okay." "Can I say hi?" "If her mom says it's okay." Mia walked over. "Hi, I'm Mia. Do you like ice cream?" Aria peeked out, nodded. "What's your favorite?" "Strawberry," Aria whispered. "Me too." Lila watched, surprised. Most people recognized her, acted weird, wanted something. This little girl just wanted to talk about ice cream. "Lovely daughter you have," Lila said to Evan. "Thank you. Yours too." She doesn't usually talk to strangers. Mia makes friends everywhere. Small talk, nothing deep. 2 parents waiting for ice cream. When they reached the counter, Mia gestured to Aria. "You were here first. You should pick first." Aria smiled, a real smile. "Thank you." Lila felt something twist in her chest. When was the last time someone was kind without wanting something? They got ice cream, said goodbye, started walking away. Then the gunshots, screaming, running, chaos. Evan saw the man, saw the gun, saw it aimed at Aria. His body moved before his mind processed. 3 years of guilt, 3 years of wanting to save someone. Finally, a chance. He didn't think, just ran, grabbed Arya, turned, shielded, felt the impact, the burning, the blood. But Arya was safe. "You're safe, kid." Everything went black. Behind him, Mia screamed, "Daddy, Daddy, no!" Lila fell to her shins, hands shaking. "Why would you do that?" Evan couldn't answer. Unconscious, blood pooling. Security tackled the shooter. Police sirens wailed. Paramedics rushed in. One checked Evan. Gunshot wound, shoulder. He's losing blood fast. Another knelt by Arya. "Are you hurt?" Arya shook her head, then looked at Evan. "He saved me." Lila pulled her daughter close, looked at the man bleeding on the floor. A stranger, who threw himself between death and her child. Mia cried, clinging to her father. "Wake up, Daddy. Please wake up." The paramedic lifted Evan onto a stretcher. "We need to move. Now." Lila stood, still holding Arya. "I'm coming with you." "Ma'am, family only." "He saved my daughter. I'm coming." The paramedic nodded. They rushed to the ambulance. Mia climbed in beside her father. Lila and Arya followed. Two families, strangers minutes ago, now bound by blood and sacrifice. The ambulance doors closed, sirens screamed into the city, and nothing would ever be the same. The hospital, sterile white walls, antiseptic smell. Evan was in surgery, 12 stitches, massive blood loss. Mia sat in the waiting room, small, scared, silent. Lila sat beside her, still holding Arya. "Your daddy is very brave," Lila said quietly. Mia looked up, eyes red from crying. "Is he going to die?" "No, the doctors are helping him." "You promise where you was?" Lila hesitated, then nodded. "I promise." She didn't know if that was true, but this child needed hope. Arya reached over, held Mia's hand. "I'm sorry your daddy got hurt." "It's okay, he saves people. That's what he does." Mia's voice was small but certain. "He told me once, if you can help someone, you should, even if it's hard." Lila felt something break inside her chest. This child, 7 years old, already understanding sacrifice, while her own world had been built on winning, on crushing competition, on never showing weakness. 3 hours later, the doctor emerged. "He's stable. The bullet went clean through. No major damage. He's lucky." Mia jumped up. "Can I see him?" "He's still unconscious." But yes. They followed the doctor to recovery. Evan lay in the bed, pale, bandaged, but breathing. Mia climbed onto the chair beside him, held his hand. "I'm here, Daddy. I'm right here." Lila watched from the doorway. This man, this stranger, had thrown himself in front of death. For her daughter, for a child he didn't know. Why did he do it? She whispered to herself. But she already knew the answer. Because he was good. In a way she'd forgotten existed. The next morning, everything changed. A video surfaced online. Security footage from the mall. But it was edited, cut, manipulated. It showed Evan grabbing Arya. The gunshot, Evan falling, but it was cropped. Made it look like Evan caused the danger. The caption, "Man uses child as shield during shooting." Within hours it went viral. Comments flooded in. "Coward? Using a kid to save himself. He should be arrested." Lila saw it on her phone, felt rage explode through her veins. "This is a lie!" Her assistant appeared. "Ms. Thornton, the board is advising you to stay silent." "Silent? They're destroying him. Your reputation is already damaged by the shooting. If you defend him, it looks suspicious." "Suspicious? He saved Arya's life." "The public doesn't know that. The video shows what it shows." Lila wanted to scream, to sue everyone, to burn the internet down, but her board was right. In the court of public opinion, perception was everything. And right now, Evan looked guilty. By afternoon, it got worse. Evan's delivery company called. "Mr. Brooks, we're terminating your employment." Evan had just woken up, still groggy from painkillers. "What? Why?" "The video. We can't have that kind of publicity associated with our brand." That video is fake. I saved that girl. We've made our decision. Your final check will be mailed. They hung up. Evan stared at the phone. Numb, he'd been fired for being a hero. Mia was at school. She didn't know yet, but she would. Kids would see the video, tell her what people were saying, that her daddy was a coward, a fake, a liar. Evan closed his eyes, felt tears burn behind his lids. He couldn't even be a good father anymore. That evening, Lila came to visit. Evan was sitting up, shoulder bandaged, face exhausted. You shouldn't be here, he said quietly. I needed to see you. Your people told you to stay away, didn't they? Lila sat down, looked at her hands. Yes. Then why are you here? Because they're wrong. She looked up, eyes fierce. You saved my daughter, and the world is calling you a coward. I can't let that stand. You can't fix this. The video is a lie, and I'm going to prove it. Evan shook his head. Don't. You'll make it worse for yourself. I don't care. You should. You have Arya to think about. Lila's voice broke. Arya is alive because of you. I think about that every second. She wiped her eyes roughly. I came here to say thank you, but that's not enough. Thank you doesn't cover what you did. I didn't do it for thanks. Then why? Evan looked at her, really looked. Because she reminded me of my daughter, and I couldn't let her die. Not when I could stop it, even though it meant you might die. Especially then. Lila didn't understand, couldn't understand. In her world, survival meant being ruthless, putting yourself first. But Evan's world was different. I lost my wife 3 years ago, he said quietly. I was driving, we were fighting. I looked away for 1 second. His voice cracked. She died, and I lived, and I've hated myself every day since. Lila felt tears fill her eyes. So when I saw that gun pointed at Arya, I finally had a chance to save someone, even if it cost me everything. You're not a coward, Lila whispered. You're the bravest person I've ever met. Evan laughed bitterly. Tell that to the internet. I will. Before Evan could respond, the door burst open. Arya ran in, broke free from the nanny's hand. She ran straight to Evan, climbed onto the bed. You're awake. Evan smiled despite everything. Hey, kiddo, you okay? Arya nodded, then threw her arms around his neck. Thank you for saving me. Evan hugged her back, gentle, careful of his shoulder. You're welcome. Arya pulled back, looked at him with serious eyes. People are saying mean things about you. I know. But they're wrong. You're a hero. That's sweet, but no, you are. She turned to look at the nanny, at Lila. We have to tell everyone. We have to fix it. Lila knelt beside the bed. We will, sweetheart, I promise. When? Soon. But Arya shook her head. Now, please, Mommy, he saved me. We can't let people hurt him. Out of the mouths of children, Lila thought. Her 6-year-old daughter had more courage than an entire boardroom of executives. You're right, Lila said. We tell them now. She pulled out her phone, opened the camera app. What are you doing? Evan asked. What I should have done immediately. She hit record, started speaking to the camera. My name is Lila Thornton. 3 days ago, my daughter was almost killed. The man the media is attacking, Evan Brooks, saved her life. She turned the camera to Arya. Tell them, sweetheart. Arya looked at the camera, small but brave. He saved me. He got hurt protecting me. He's not bad. He's good. She pointed at Evan. He's a hero. Lila turned the camera back to herself. If you share that edited video, you're spreading a lie, and you're destroying a good man who deserves better. She stopped recording, posted it immediately. No filter, no approval from her board, just the truth. Within minutes, it started spreading. Comments changed. Oh my God, we got it wrong. I shared that video. I'm so sorry. This man is a real hero. The tide was turning, but the damage was already done. Evan had lost his job, his reputation, his peace, and Lila knew that no amount of viral videos could fully fix that. She looked at Evan, at this man who'd given everything. "I'm going to make this right," she said. "I don't know how yet, but I will." Evan smiled sadly. "You already did, by believing me." For the first time in years, someone had fought for him. And that meant more than any job, any video, any vindication. It meant he wasn't alone. Comment safe if you believe every child deserves someone who will stand between them and danger. The video changed everything. Within 24 hours, 10 million views, 50 million by day 2. The narrative flipped completely. This man is a hero. We owe him an apology. Someone find him and help him. News stations called, talk shows. Everyone wanted Evan's story. He ignored them all. He just wanted to go home, heal, be with Mia, but the hospital wouldn't discharge him yet, risk of infection. So he stayed, watching the ceiling, until Lila appeared in the doorway. "Can I come in?" Evan nodded. She sat down, looked nervous. "My board wants to meet you." "Why?" "To offer you a job, head of security, 6-figure salary, full benefits." Evan stared at her. "I'm a delivery driver. I don't have qualifications." "You have the only qualification that matters. You put yourself between danger and an innocent person. That doesn't make me qualified to run security for a billion-dollar company." Lila leaned forward. "Evan, my current head of security let me dismiss my bodyguards. Let me walk into a public place unprotected." Her voice hardened. "He's fired. I want someone who actually understands what protection means." "This is charity." "No, it's payment for a debt I can never repay." "You don't owe me anything." Lila's eyes filled with tears. "You took a bullet for my daughter. I owe you everything." The door opened. Mia walked in, school uniform rumpled. "Daddy!" She ran to him, climbed onto the bed carefully. "How was school?" Mia's face crumpled. "The kids saw the video, the real one. They said you're a hero." She burst into tears. "I'm so proud of you, Daddy." Evan held her, kissed her head. "It's okay, princess." Arya appeared behind Mia, shy. "Can I come in?" "Of course," Evan said. Arya walked over, pulled out a drawing from her backpack. "I made this for you." A crayon drawing, Evan with angel wings, Arya beside him, both smiling. "My hero," written at the top. Evan's throat closed up. "This is beautiful." "Can I hug you?" Gentle hug, my shoulders still sore. Arya hugged him carefully, whispered in his ear, "Thank you for not letting me die." Evan's eyes burned with tears. The two girls stood together, already becoming friends. Lila took a picture. 2 daughters, 1 hero. Perfect peace. That evening, Lila returned. "I know you said no to the job, but I'm asking you to reconsider." "Why?" "Look at them." She gestured to the girls playing. "Arya hasn't had a friend in years. She's too shy, too scared. Mia has that effect on people." "It's not just Mia, it's you." Lila sat down. "Arya asks about you every day. When can we visit? Is he okay? Can he come to my birthday?" "Her birthday?" "Next week. She wants you there, both of you." Evan looked at the girls. "I don't want to intrude on your family." "You're not intruding. You're part of it now." Lila's voice was soft. "Whether we planned it or not, our families are connected." She looked at him. "I don't have family, just me and Arya. No parents, no siblings, no close friends. That's hard. It was my choice. I built walls to protect us." She smiled sadly. "But you showed me something. Real protection isn't walls. It's people willing to stand in front of the bullet." "Think about the job," Lila said. "Not for me, for Mia. So she can have stability, security." She stood to leave. "And come to Arya's birthday. Please." The next day, Evan was discharged. Mia held his good hand as they walked out. "Daddy, are we going to be okay?" "Yes, princess." "But you lost your job." "I'll find another one." "Miss Lila offered you a job." Evan stopped. "How do you know that?" "I heard when you were sleeping." She looked up with serious eyes. "You should take it. It's complicated. I don't want to take things I didn't earn." Mia squeezed his hand. "You earned it. You saved Arya, that's worth more than anything. 7 years old, wiser than him. When did you get so smart? You taught me. You always say helping people is his own reward. I did say that. So maybe this is the reward. Evan pulled her into a hug. You're absolutely right. So you'll take it? I'll think about it. And Arya's birthday? We'll definitely go. Mia beamed. Okay, good, because I already told her yes. Evan laughed. First real laugh in days. They drove to their apartment. Small, cramped, but home. Evan looked around at the worn furniture, the cracked walls. Could he leave this? Move into something better? His phone rang. Unknown number. Hello? Mr. Brooks, this is Channel 7 News. He hung up. It rang again. Different number. He ignored it. By evening, his phone wouldn't stop. He turned it off. A knock on the door. Lila stood there, Arya beside her. Sorry to show up unannounced, but Arya insisted. Arya held out a small box. For you, for your shoulder. Expensive chocolate. Thank you, sweetheart. This is very kind. Can we come in? Lila asked. Evan stepped aside. Arya ran straight to Mia. Want to see my new toy? Yes. They disappeared into Mia's room. Lila and Evan stood in the tiny living room. I'm sorry, Lila said. About the media, I should have anticipated that. It's not your fault. My video made you famous. Your video cleared my name, but took away your privacy. Evan shrugged, winced, shoulder still tender. Worth it, to have my daughter look at me like I'm a hero. Lila stepped closer. You're not a failure. You never were. I couldn't save my wife. You saved my daughter. Doesn't that count? Evan's eyes filled with tears. Some days it feels like it does. Other days it feels like I'm trying to replace what I lost. Maybe you're not replacing anything. Maybe you're just living, moving forward. She took his hand. The job offer stands. But more than that, I want you in our lives, not as an employee, as a friend. You barely know me. I know enough. I know you're good. In a world full of people taking, you give. She squeezed his hand. Come to the birthday party. Meet my world. See if it fits. And if it doesn't, then we figure something else out. Together. Together, the word hung in the air. Evan hadn't had a together in 3 years. Okay, he said quietly. I'll come. Lila smiled, genuine, warm. Good, because Arya will destroy me if you don't. They both laughed. From the bedroom, giggles, 2 little girls, playing, happy, the sound of healing. You know, Lila said, I spent years building an empire, but I never built a family. Family isn't something you build. It's something you find. Did you find us, or did we find you? Evan smiled. I think we found each other. Days later, the police closed the case. The shooter confessed everything. Targeted attack on Lila. Revenge for a business deal. Arya wasn't the target, just happened to be there. But Evan didn't care about targets or motives. He saw a gun pointed at a child, and he acted. The police chief held a press conference. Evan Brooks demonstrated extraordinary courage. He will receive the Civilian Valor Award. Mia watched the news, eyes wide. Daddy, you're getting a medal. Evan ruffled her hair. It's just a piece of metal, princess. No, it means you're special. You already knew I was special. She hugged him. I did, but now everyone else knows too. The birthday party was in 3 days. Evan had nothing to wear, nothing appropriate for a CEO's mansion. Lila sent a suit, perfectly tailored, with a note. No arguments, you're the guest of honor. L. Evan tried it on, looked in the mirror. He barely recognized himself. Not a delivery driver, not a security guard, just a man who did something right, for once. Mia peeked in. Daddy, you look like a prince. I feel ridiculous. You look perfect. She held up her dress. Pink, frilly, clearly expensive. Miss Lila sent this for me, too. Evan's throat tightened. This woman, this stranger, taking care of them, not out of obligation, out of genuine care. Maybe Mia was right. Maybe this was the reward for helping people. Not money, not fame, connection, family, hope. And for the first time in 3 years, Evan felt something he thought was gone forever. He felt like he deserved to be happy. The mansion was enormous. Evan stood outside with Mia, both in their new clothes, both nervous. "It's so big," Mia whispered. "Yeah, it is." "Are we supposed to be here?" Evan looked down at his daughter. "Aria invited us. We belong here." A butler opened the door. "Mr. Brooks, Miss Mia, welcome. Miss Aria has been waiting." They stepped inside. Marble floors, crystal chandeliers, wealth beyond imagination. Mia gripped Evan's hand tighter. Then they heard it. Running footsteps. You came, you came!" Aria appeared. Birthday dress sparkling, face beaming. She ran straight to Evan, hugged him carefully around the waist. "I was so scared you wouldn't come. I promised, didn't I?" Aria looked up at Mia. "Come see my presents." The girls ran off. Instant friendship. Lila appeared. Elegant black dress, hair perfect, but her smile was genuine. "You made it." "Almost didn't. This place is intimidating." "It's just a house." "It's a palace." Lila laughed. "Come, there's someone I want you to meet." She led him to the garden. Table set up, guests mingling, all wealthy, all powerful, were staring at Evan. "Everyone," Lila announced, "this is Evan Brooks, the man who saved my daughter." Silence, then applause, genuine, respectful. A man approached, late 50s, expensive suit. "Richard Chen, board chairman." He extended his hand. "Mr. Brooks, what you did was extraordinary." "I just reacted. Most people freeze. You ran toward danger. That takes a special kind of person." Another woman joined them. "Sarah Martinez, head of the foundation. We'd like to discuss funding a scholarship in your name." Evan blinked. "A scholarship?" "For children of single parents, to honor what you represent." "I don't represent anything. I'm just—" "A hero," Lila interrupted, "whether you accept it or not." The party continued. People introduced themselves, thanked him, praised him. Evan felt overwhelmed, out of place, until he saw the girls. Playing, laughing, no barriers between them. Rich kid, poor kid, didn't matter, just two friends. That's what mattered. Later, Lila brought out the cake, 6 candles. Aria stood in front of it, looked around at everyone. "Before I make a wish, I want to say something." The crowd quieted. "Last week, a bad man tried to hurt me, and Mr. Evans saved me." Her voice was small but steady. "He got hurt because of me, and I want everyone to know he's the bravest person I ever met." She looked at Evan. "Thank you for keeping me safe." Evan's eyes burned with tears. Aria blew out her candles. Everyone applauded. Evan stepped outside, needed air, needed space. Lila found him on the balcony. "You okay?" "Just overwhelmed. I know it's a lot. Your world is so different from mine. Does that scare you?" Evan looked at her. "A little, yeah." Lila stepped closer. "It scares me too." "Why would it scare you?" "Because I'm used to people wanting something from me. Money, connections, power." She looked at him. "But you don't want anything. You just care, and I don't know what to do with that." "You don't have to do anything. Just be yourself." "I don't know who that is anymore." Evan smiled. "Then maybe we figure it out together." The moment hung between them. Something shifting, something new. "Mr. Brooks," the police chief appeared, holding a metal case. "Sorry to interrupt, but the mayor wanted me to present this tonight." He opened the case. Civilian Valor Award, gold medal, engraved, "For extraordinary courage in the face of danger." The crowd gathered, watching. The chief pinned it to Evan's jacket. "You represent the best of us. Thank you." Applause erupted. Mia ran over, touched the medal. "You're a real hero now, Daddy." "I was always your hero, Princess." "I know, but now everyone knows." Arya joined them. Looked at the medal. "Can I touch it?" "Of course." She ran her fingers over it. Looked up at Evan with serious eyes. This is because you saved me. It's because I did what anyone should do. But not everyone does. You did. The two girls hugged him, one on each side. Lila took a picture, the three of them, together. That night, as the party wound down, Lila walked Evan and Mia to their car. Thank you for coming. Thank you for inviting us. Evan, the job offer. It's still open. I know. Will you think about it? Evan looked at Mia, asleep in the back seat, exhausted but happy. Yeah, I'll think about it. Good. Lila hesitated, then leaned in, kissed his cheek. You changed our lives. I hope you know that. Evan touched his cheek, surprised. You changed ours too. As they drove away, Evan looked in the rearview mirror. Lila standing in the driveway, watching them go. Aria beside her, waving. Two people who'd been strangers a week ago, now family. And for the first time since his wife died, Evan felt something he thought was impossible. He felt ready to move forward, not forgetting the past, but not trapped in it either, just living, loving, trying. And maybe that was enough. 1 month later, Evan started his new job, head of security, real office, real salary. Mia's eyes lit up when she saw their new apartment. We have 2 bedrooms. You have your own room now, princess. She hugged him tight. This is the best day ever. But the best part wasn't the guam or the apartment. It was the family they'd found. Every weekend they visited Lila and Aria, or Lila and Aria visited them. The girls were inseparable now, sisters in everything but blood. One Sunday afternoon they went to the park. Evan pushed both girls on the swings. Lila sat on the bench, watching, smiling, genuinely happy. Higher, Daddy, Mia shouted. Me too, Aria echoed. Evan laughed. Push them higher. Lila walked over. You're good with her, with both of them. They're easy to love. Lila looked at him, something tender in her eyes. Can I ask you something? Anything. Do you still feel guilty about your wife? Evan was quiet for a moment. Sometimes, but less than before. Why, because I realized something. Saving Aria didn't replace losing my wife, but it reminded me that I'm still here, still capable of good. He looked at Lila, and maybe that's enough. Lila took his hand. It's more than enough. The girls ran over, breathless, happy. Can we get ice cream? Mia asked. Please, Aria added. Evan looked at Lila. She nodded. Ice cream it is. They walked together, 2 adults, 2 children, looking like a family. At the ice cream shop, Aria tugged Evan's sleeve. Mr. Evan? Yeah, sweetheart? Can I call you something else? Mr. Evan feels weird. What do you want to call me? Aria looked shy, then whispered, Can I call you what Mia calls you? Evan's breath caught. You want to call me Daddy? She nodded, eyes hopeful. Evan knelt down, eye level with her. I would be honored. Aria threw her arms around him. Thank you, Daddy. Lila wiped tears from her eyes. Mia beamed. Now we're really sisters. They got their ice cream, sat outside, watched the sunset. Evan looked at the 3 people beside him. His daughter, the woman he was falling for, the child he'd saved. You okay? Lila asked. Evan smiled. Yeah, for the first time in years, I'm really okay. Lila leaned her head on his shoulder. Me too. And in that moment, everything made sense. The pain, the loss, the sacrifice. It all led here to this family, this love, this second chance. Evan whispered to the sky, a message for his wife, wherever she was. I'm okay now. Thank you for letting me go. The sun set, painting everything gold. 2 families, once broken, now whole. A hero isn't the strongest person. A hero is the one who puts their body between danger and a trembling child. Sometimes what changes our lives isn't a miracle. It's the instinctive kindness of a heart that's hurt too much. Evan couldn't save his wife. That guilt lived in him for 3 years. But when he saved Aria, he didn't erase that pain. He transformed it into purpose, into protection, into love. 2 families, strangers in a mall, connected by a bullet and a choice. Lila learned that walls don't protect. People do. Evan learned that moving forward doesn't mean forgetting the past. The girls learned that family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the person who shields you when the world gets scary. When you protect someone from your heart, life finds a way to protect you back. Not with money, not with fame, with connection, with belonging, with home. Evan whispered, "You're safe, kid," to a stranger's daughter. And in saving her, he saved himself. Because heroism isn't about being fearless. It's about being terrified and acting anyway. It's about seeing a child in danger and running toward the bullet instead of away from it. Real heroes don't wear capes. They wear delivery uniforms. They work 2 chins. They struggle to pay rent. But when the moment comes, they don't hesitate. They just act. And sometimes that one act of courage changes 2 families forever. Subscribe if you believe real heroes walk among us quietly.